morning, everyone. We are, Adeline and I, say good morning, Adeline.
Morning.
Adeline and I are going out today. We are going to SSS to change her, do a name change on her account, obviously to Clements. And then we will be going to her appointment for ultrasound and the blood work and stuff like that. So when we get closer to there, we will let you know what's going on. We don't know, it's 7 o'clock in the morning. We don't know how long the line will be at SSS, but obviously we want to get there early so we don't have to be waiting all day. So everyone, as you can see, the circles actually do help. Behind me there was probably 50 circles for social distancing, and they were all standing in the circles. Now, as you can see, when we walk by all these people, they are social distancing, so which is really nice. You know, unlike other places or maybe other countries, they are listening to things here for the most part. I think there's some areas that are totally different, but you know, when we get to the mall or anything else like that, we'll see. When we get to SSS, I know that the SSS will definitely be social distancing, so that's, you know, that's a big thing. So at least here, for the most part in the Philippines, they are still social distancing whenever they can. You go into the malls, you go into stores, I think they suggest social distancing. When you're walking through the mall, it's kind of hard to, but when you're going in, obviously they enforce the social distancing, so which is really nice. Okay guys, as you probably know if you're in the Philippines, that there's never a quick way of doing anything. So we are now at the water district paying the water bill. Somebody decided that that was more important than going to SS, which is going to have a huge line. I'm not going to say who. It was not my wife, Adeline. But that's, you know, that's what happens here in the Philippines. Now, for all concerned, we'll say that it was on our way, so we decided to stop, even though it wasn't. But nobody will know. Everybody will think that, yes, it was on our way, so we just stopped anyway. So we are, Adeline is going in here. She was evidently going inside. I don't know where she does, where she pays, whatever. But hopefully it won't take too long there, because for every minute here, 5 minutes here, it could be 10 people, 15 people in line there, you know, and that's why it just, to me, there needs to be a precedence and a precedent set here where what is more important, paying a water bill that can be paid at any time, or getting in line where you're not waiting for 3 hours or 4 hours at SSS. Everybody's got their priorities. My priorities are we take care of our things, and that's a priority. So anyway, enough of my bitch session. We will let you know what happens when we get to SSS. So Adeline is done in there. It didn't take her too long, to be fair. That's kind of nice. The downfall is now we're sitting outside the water district waiting for a jeepney, which is very few and far between. Now, had we been out on the main road, there'd be more jeepneys. So, you know, that's one of the things that I'm kind of getting at here. Here's the water district. So the whole point is, had we gone right directly to SSS, it is now 7:30 in the morning. We would probably have been there by now in line. Now instead, I'll tell you when we do actually get to SSS, we are in the evening now. And you can see they are still limiting how many people there are, which is very nice. There's that limiter sitting across on the other side, and here SSS. We didn't have too bad of a wait, so that's not too bad. I'm happy with it. Okay, so guys, as you can see, she is right over there. So she will be able to get in, and hopefully it won't be too long. Obviously, I can't go in, which is not a problem. I don't need to go in. I can sit out here, and if it gets too hot or whatever, I can just go look for a drink. And I thought I would do it this way a little bit. So, hold on a second. Okay, so she interrupted me so that she could say that instead of standing there, she's going to stand way down there somewhere. Sorry, way down there. So, yeah, it doesn't change my status any because I still have to wait. And yeah, so is life. Life in the Philippines. Being married to a Filipina, nothing really changes. So anyway, hopefully she's got about an hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes before we need to head out to go to her ultrasound. Now we will see how long that takes. I'm not really sure where in line she will be, but you know, that's again, in the Philippines, everything is kind of hurry up and wait. For all of you foreigners out there that intend to marry a Filipina, if you have to change anything like that, just be prepared that sometimes you can't go in, and sometimes you have no control over anything. You don't decide anything, and it takes time. So you have to have patience. You have to have patience when you marry a Filipina, and you have to have patience when you deal with all their things that they need to do. So far, you know, everything has been good. Everything can be handled. Okay, guys. So just a little bit of insider information. If your wife is in taking care of things in SSS, make sure that she either leaves your wallet with you instead of taking it with her, or that she leaves you with money, so in case you need a drink, you can go get a drink. I have no wallet. She didn't give me any money. She's way down there somewhere. I can't see her. So yeah. So if I end up needing a drink, I can't get a drink. I know by the time she gets done, I am going to need a drink. You don't think about those things. I had my wallet. She said, put it in her purse, keep it safe. That's what happens. You give your wife your wallet, you lose it. So anyway, just a little reminder. Just make sure that either you carry money or you carry your own wallet. Okay, guys, and sometimes it actually pays to talk about those things because subliminally they get the message. See that? It's empty now. It's empty now, but she brought me water, and she could have left me money, and she is coming right now with another thing of water.
Okay. I buy another one for me too.
All right, thank you. So you know, that's a really good wife, because I think she realized once the people come around with the water, I think she realized that I didn't have money, which is kind of nice. So here it is, another thing of water, nice and cold. So yeah, so much for that. By the time we get done with this video, I think it might be just one video, just SSS. We'll see. Okay, guys. So so as I kind of predicted, we stood there. It is 9:10 in the morning right now, and we are heading out from SSS, not getting anything done. Now, don't get me wrong. It's just something that you just got to live with and deal with in the Philippines. We are heading to the ultrasound to get that done, because that needs to be done. We will come back later on and see if we can get in there. If not, I told Edelyn that she could come early in the morning and do it herself, and then that way she would come at like 6 o'clock in the morning and get it taken care of, rather than coming at almost 8 o'clock in the morning, which we did. Again, priorities are priorities, and that's where, you know, paying a water bill is not a priority unless it's due today. That's a different story. My outlooks on priorities and other people's outlooks on priorities are totally different. If you're a foreigner, be aware of that priorities are different here than normally what you would think. So you need to set the priorities to your Filipino wife and to the family and get it straightened out right away. It's not a big deal, but it can be. It can be an issue when you are trying to get something done that you've been going. So like getting your priorities done, and you end up doing somebody else's for somebody else. So to me getting the things that you want to get done versus somebody else, personally I think that it's whatever you need to get done is a priority. Whatever somebody else has you do is not a priority. So in other words, our priority in SSS did not get done now.